Okay. So this supervised learning, continuous and categorical data. The continuous data you can see here, like house price prediction is there. Any other thing like it is the data which is changing continuously. Okay, that is what called as continuous data change. Like here, house is there and price is there, but the price doesn't remain same at the time. It gets changes according to the time. Okay. And categorical data is nothing but it doesn't get changed according to time. Okay, so this is what the categorical supervised learning data. So when you find a data which is in continuous form, or when you find a data which is in categorical form, so what type of machine learning algorithm, a standard way to apply? Okay, so if the data is in continuous form, so you will be applying regression algorithm. So you might be learn those statistical algorithms which we have learned in our maths, right? So linear regression is one algorithm. Then classification. If the data is in categorical form, then you need to classify those data into different parts. Okay. How to classify? What this classify means? You are classifying data according to their properties. Okay, and this classification is been done with this classification algorithm, which is there in the machine learning. Okay, then let us move to this unsupervised learning, where the data is not having any labels, but it has some patterns to it. Okay, so if you find a data in such a way, then you will be applying clustering or association algorithm. So those are the two algorithms of machine learning. So the example you can see customer segmentation. Okay. So the customer segmentation, like a customer segment, you can't say like what is the type of customer is coming to your shop. Okay. So you can't predict that thing. Okay. That label is not there, right? A small kid can also come to your shop. A old age person also can come to your shop, but labels are not there. The label is only for customer of that shop. Okay. And if data is if you are using association, market basket analysis. Okay, so this is the example of unsupervised learning. And semi supervised learning, where the data is in label and unlabeled form, and for these you will be using again classification and clustering. Okay, so the example of semi supervised learning will be text classification and lane finding on GPS data. Okay, so those are the examples in which you can get knowledge of semi supervised learning. So reinforcement learning, where some actions need to be taken, right? After doing some actions, the output will be shown. Okay, so that is what reinforcement learning, where you can apply classification and control. Okay, so when you will be applying, so here you can see in red thing, target variable not available. Like you don't know what is the target variable here, but in black font here you all know the target variable. Okay, so if you know the target variable, like you know the output. Suppose let us take an example of housing price prediction. So you know the target variable here also, right? What is the target variable here? Can anyone explain to me? For this housing price prediction, what is the target variable? Yes,
House
any one of
price.
you? Of
House
course,
price.
it is price, right? But if we take an unsupervised data where we don't have any target variable, right? We don't know the target because this data is unlabeled. So at that case, like here, the customer segmentation. So we can identify the target variable in for customer segmentation. No, right? Because we don't know what is the segment of customer we are getting, right? The same way here in the reinforcement, you are getting a target variable not available and some data with target variable. So if your data is in categorical target variable, then you will be applying classification algorithm. And if your data is in non-target variable, then you will be applying control method called control algorithm. So the example which will be best suited for these two things, one is driverless car and optimize marketing. Okay, so these are the two best example I can show it to you for reinforcement learning. Okay, so any doubt related to this diagram, please let us know. Any doubts related with this thing? All good? Yes, faculty. Okay. Like I'm assuming like you're not having any doubts. Okay, fine. So concept of now let us move to the algorithms. Let us see the concept of regression and classification. So in regression algorithm, you are getting the prediction. You are defining like what is the temperature going to be tomorrow. So you are predicting exact temperature, exact value. That is what the regression. And classification, you will be just predicting a pattern or a category, right? Whether tomorrow is hot or tomorrow is cold. So this is the regression predictive things which after applying algorithms, you will be finding result in such a case. So regression analysis where you need to find dependent variable. So when you will be applying this regression algorithm on any kind of data, so in that thing, you will be categorizing your data into two parts. One is dependent variable and one is independent variable. So which are the dependent and independent variable in this house price prediction? Can I know this thing? In house price prediction, which is the independent and dependent variable? Yes, any one of you can explain me which is the independent and dependent variable in this example of house price prediction?
Dependent variable is house price.
Dependent variable is
House price.
house price, right? And independent variable is the house which is having price, right?
Location or area or
Location,
number of
yes,
bedrooms.
area, all those
Okay.
things, right? Absolutely right, ma'am. So this is the thing which we need to identify while doing these algorithms. How do you determine the base fit lines? So we all know the equation of linear regression. So it goes in such a line, and in linear regression, we need to identify the points or the data which is closer to this line. Okay. So the formulas already you might be knowing this thing. The linear regression to calculate a linear regression, you will be using y equals to mx plus b. Y is dependent variable, x is independent variable, m is the slope or a gradient, and b is nothing but y-intercept. Okay. And in classification, you will be deciding like whether you want to go to this A or B. Okay. And a logistic regression where it is one of the most popular machine learning algorithm which comes under supervised learning, and it predicts the categorical dependent variables using a given set of independent variables. Like the outcome of this logistic regression will be either yes or no or zero or one or true or false. Okay. So this is the basic difference you can see between logistic regression and linear regression, where in linear regression you are finding straight line, and if you are doing like logistic regression, you will be finding S curve. Okay. So the fruit color score versus fruit is an example for this, and the red is apple and yellow is not an apple. This is what logistic regression. So those are the examples you can apply on this. So there are types of logistic regression. If you are applying logistic regression, there are types of that: binomial, multinomial, and ordinal. Okay. So this is binomial means there can be a two possible types of dependent variable, such as zero or one, pass or fail. Multinomial means there can be more than three or more possible unordered types of dependent variable, such as cat, dogs, and sheep. Okay, like the quantity of dependent variable is been increased in binomial, multinomial, and ordinal. Okay. Now let us move to this Azure Machine Studio. So what this Azure Machine Studio provide us? Now we will be not getting into very deep into this machine learning and AI and ML thing, but we will be learning the features of Microsoft Azure, what it provides for doing those machine learning algorithms or for doing those projects on machine learning or AI algorithm, artificial intelligence. Okay. So the studio from this figure, you can identify the studio offers us notebooks, visual run metrics, Azure Machine Learning Designer, automated machine learning UI, and data labeling. Okay. Those are the features which has been offered by this ML Studio. Okay. Now let us move to this practical itself. So this is all about the theoretical part of machine learning. So any doubts related to this, you can ask me. Yes. Any doubts? Faculties which are not there from A and ML department, you can ask doubts to me. All good? Yes.
Yeah, any doubt from any faculty, sir? Like,
No doubts? Okay, good then. So let us move to this machine learning studio now. For developing, for doing machine learning algorithm, there are two ways you can do it. You can go to this search bar and search for ML. Okay, where you will be finding this option Azure Machine Learning Studio. Or the second way is very which is click on new tab and search for, after login to your portal, you will be searching for ml.azure.com. ml.azure.com. I'm pasting this link in the chat box. Go to this link ml.azure.com. After logging to your portal, you will be going to this link ml.azure.com. And here you will be signing with your Outlook account, which you are logging with your portal, signing with that same account. Hope so. Everyone got the same page. What I'm getting here. Is anyone getting different page apart from this? Please let me know. Everyone got the same page. Nilima ma'am got the same page. Okay.
yes, same page.
Okay. Dilip sir got the same page. What about others? Supro ma'am. Yes. Okay. Now let me brief you about this machine learning studio. So when you create this thing also, no, it will be redirecting you to this page only. Okay. But the procedure here you will be doing, here you will be creating new workspace. The same procedure you will be creating here also. Okay. There are two methods which you can do it. From here also you can do it. Either way, directly log into this ml.azure.com, and here also you can create a workspace. Now, you will be moving to these three lines. In the top left hand side corner, click on these three lines. Yes, everyone, click on these three lines and you will be finding one menu. So your login is at AzureNet World, right? So we all are under this EF subscription. That is the reason why you are seeing AzureNet World here. Then whatever workspace we will be creating, all those workspace we will be seeing here. Okay, all those workspace we will be seeing in this position. Just check all the tabs which you are having in this left hand side corner. What is being shown in which tab? Okay. So to do a project, okay, on machine learning, we need to create a workspace first in Machine Learning Studio. Okay, and under that workspace only we can do our projects. Okay, so for creating workspace, give some name to your workspace. And obviously the subscription again, this machine learning will be asking us, sorry, this Azure will be asking us, we'll be choosing by default, it is EF subscription. So let it be. What is the resource group? We will be
FDPI to
choosing
day 4.
day 4. Okay. So this is the resource group under which we will be creating this resource of Machine Learning Studio. And in return, you will be choosing only recommended regions only. Okay. Because this machine learning computing sources are not available in all the regions or all the data centers which are shown here. Okay. So generally my suggestions to you would be, you will be choosing only US regions only, European countries only. Choose the European countries where you can do the code of Machine Learning Studio. Like I'm choosing East US, you can choose East US to Central US. Don't choose India. In India, it is not there. Okay. So choose any of the location. Those are the location where this machine learning is computing services are available, but not in India. There, this feature is not in activated yet. So click on create button. So like this way, we have created our workspace on this studio. And under this workspace, we will be doing some kind of machine learning algorithms, or we can develop our own model also. So see, when you create this thing, one recent in under this recent workspace tab, you will be getting your new workspace which you have created. So all of you have completed till here. Yes, all of you created your workspace. Okay, Nilima ma'am has created, Dilip sir has created. Mine it is creating, so I will be waiting for 1 to 2 minutes. Meanwhile, you can create your workspace and you can put the screenshot in the chat box also. Like 75 people are there. So I need at least 50 screenshots in the chat box. So here you can see my workspace is being created now. Now I need to enter to this workspace. For that, I will be just clicking on this workspace. To enter to enter in this workspace, you just need to click on this workspace. And this is the dashboard what you're seeing for your workspace. So till here, everyone reach or not? Let me know. Have you entered to your workspace? Narendra sir, please check the screenshots. Whether any issue is there, please let me know where to stop, either when
Yes.
to repeat. Okay.
Yes.
So now this is the workspace where we can do this machine learning algorithms. Now here you can see there are some templates which is being shown here, like notebook samples are there, where you can see the templates already there. Some templates are there which you can use for reference purpose. Okay, notebook samples are there. Generative AI models are there, like Chat GPT-4 is there. Databricks, Dolly is there. So those models already is been developed for the reference purpose. You have some shortcuts here also. Like if you want to create a notebook, add a compute, connect data, train model, some shortcuts already is being given. And whatever recent activities you will be doing, you will be finding under this recent view. Now, the thing we will be doing now, like I have explained you, to run those machine learning algorithms, we will be needed one compute instance, right? For creating a compute instance, the simplest way you will be going to this menu and you will be scroll down, and in under this manage tab, you will be finding one option of compute. Click on that option of compute. Click on that option of compute, and here you can create, like we have created one virtual machine, we have created SQL database, we have created data factory. Like the way for running those resources, we have created some servers, right? So here also the same thing you will be doing. You will be creating some kind of server to run those machine learning algorithms. Okay. So there are some categories here you can see. One is compute instance, compute clusters, Kubernetes clusters, and attached computes. Okay. So those compute cluster and Kubernetes clusters are the things where you can see you will be finding those concept of multiple parallel running of this code. Okay. So the parallel machines will be running at a time and they will be implementing your code. Okay. So this is the cluster. Like you are having some group of machines which will be used to run that machine learning code. The same thing will be applied for Kubernetes cluster also. And in compute instance, you are creating only one machine to run your machine learning. Okay, where you will be choosing CPU or GPU. So there, what is GPU and CPU? Difference between GPU and CPU? Can anyone tell me? What is the difference between CPU and GPU? Suprava ma'am, what you want to repeat me?
From where to
GPU
copy
is,
from
yes,
asset part? That asset you showed just now. I
which one?
created that machine learning this thing.
I think
Workspace you have created, right?
Yes.
Go to this left hand side menu.
Yeah.
Just expand
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Sorry.
and
Yeah.
under
From
this
that.
manage thing, you will be finding compute option. Click on that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now tell me the difference between CPU and GPU, any one of you.
Graphical
What is the
processing
difference?
unit. GPU.
Graphical
NVIDIA graphical.
processing unit and what is the CPU work? Actually, I need the working of those two things. CPU we all know, right? It does some operation of processing, right? This is what CPU, and GPU is nothing but it is a combination of CPU which controls those CPUs, right? This is what GPU mean. Okay. So here you can explore more later also, like regarding those two parts. So what type of virtual machine you want to configure for running your machine learning code? That here you will be configuring that. So how to create a new compute instance? So go to this new button, click on this new button, and again this Azure will be asking like what type of machine you want to configure for your machine learning code. So here I need to give some name to my compute. So give some name. This is the name I have given to my compute. What type of virtual machine I will be needed? So GPU or CPU. So GPU is nothing but it is a combination of CPUs and it is run under that GPU system actually. So it is a bigger form of CPU where you are running multiple CPUs under one GPU. Okay, so we will be choosing CPU only because we will be not performing as that huge code of data, or we will be not performing bigger on big data operation of machine learning code. Okay, so the first option we will be doing, we will be giving some name to our virtual machine. The second thing, we will be choosing the type of processing unit we want. So we will be using this CPU. Then virtual machine size. Okay. Select from recommended option only. Okay. So select the size which is been recommended by this Azure Studio. Okay. So if you find here are some 4 to 5 options are being suggested, which is been recommended by this ML Azure. So their cost is also there. So you can see the costing part. You can see the cores, how many cores that CPU or is having. You can see RAM. You can see the hard disk. Okay. So you will be choosing this standard E4 TS underscore V4. Okay. Choose this one standard E4 underscore DS, which got 4 cores, 32 GB RAM, and 150 GB of storage. Choose this one. Let me copy this thing and paste it in the chat box. So choose this one only. Like this is the virtual machine configuration we want it. So the data manipulation and training on medium size data set. So it is being configured or it is being developed for doing medium size data set operations. Okay. And if you want to do on larger size data set, there are some other options also, but choose this one only. Okay. And click on review plus create. Click on review plus create. Now you can see after clicking on review plus create, this ML will automatically configure all those scheduling, security, application and tabs for us. Why so? Because we have directly moved to this review function. So whatever will be our configuration default setting, according to that default setting only, those default security applications and all those stuffs will be set automatically by this machine learning studio. Now click on create button. Click on create button. And here you can see one interface or a list where I have created one a compute instance under this workspace with the name Mahesh123. So hope so everyone get till here. Everyone got this, have created their virtual machine or virtual compute instance for doing machine learning code.
Sir.
Everyone has done. Please let us know. Have you created your compute instance? Okay, thank you, Nilima ma'am, confirming me. Thank you, Vakula ma'am. Other faculties. Review plus create is not highlighting. Suprava ma'am, please see whether you have filled all the information or not. Any error is there. Check all the things and then you will be finding that.
Yeah, I have selected the CPU one.
Hmm.
Then 4 core that 32 GB RAM, 150 GB storage, that I have selected. Anything more I have to do in this?
Ma'am, did you give the instance name, ma'am?
Compute name?
Mahesh sir,
Yeah, compute name.
Instance name you need to
Oh.
give. हाँ जी मनोज कुमार सर.
महेश सर
Yeah,
थोड़ा
yeah,
सा
yeah.
1 मिनट
Yes,
करना
yes,
दोबारा
yes,
से
yes.
फटाफट करना
उसे
Yeah,
करो.
क्या था
हो
ठीक
गया.
है.
Yeah, after I give that name, it is coming now.
Yes. Let me explain you one more time. So this is the instance I have created right now. But let us create one more for you for your understanding purpose. So here you when I will be clicking on that new button now, you will be getting this kind of interface. And here we will be writing a name to our compute instance. So some name we will be giving. Okay. Some name we have given here. What type of virtual machine? We will be choosing CPU. Then virtual machine size, where we will be choosing this 32 GB RAM and 64 GB of hard disk with 4 core. Actually, available quota is of 8 cores, but the default setting will be of 4 core only. So choose this one and just click on review plus create. Just click on review plus create and click on review button. That's it. Got it, Manoj Kumar sir?
ठीक है सर. यस सर.
ठीक है. Yes, other faculties ask you doubts, questions if you're trying this practical though.
Please share the screenshots after creation of your compute instance in the chat.
So see now, this is the instance which I have already created here. So the ideal shutdown time is for 1 hour. Suppose any there is no operation is being performed under this compute instance for 1 hour, then it automatically gets shut down. Okay, this is what idle shutdown. And the application which has been installed automatically by default by this machine learning studio are those applications. So here you can see Jupyter Lab, Jupyter, VS Code, which has been already installed. Okay, but the part we will be not using this install application. Why so? Because again the costing part, like when we will be using this Jupyter Lab, online Jupyter Lab, so that means it will be costing us too much actually. So the costing for this is like $0.28, and if we use this part like Jupyter Lab and other services or other applications on this cloud, then it will be charging more to us. Okay, so what we can do, we can just do code in our local machine and we can upload this code to this Jupyter notebook. Okay, and we can run in this cloud computing. Okay, because why so? This to run this Jupyter notebook code, this computing service we are getting from this machine learning studio, which is not capable on which we can't do on our local machine. If I tell you a scenario where to run that machine learning code, you will be needed at least 16 GB of RAM or 20 GB of RAM. But in generally, our local machines are not having that much of RAM. So this cloud computing is providing us as many RAM and hard disks, as many configuration, whatever configuration you want for doing this or for running your code, you can take it from here, and that will be on pay as go. Okay, so whatever things you will be using, for that only you will be paying it. So this is the one of the benefit of using Machine Learning Studio. So now this is how we have created a compute instance. But the practicals we will be performing under this notebook and under this designer. So hope so everyone has created this compute instance. Anyone left to create this thing? We will be waiting for you. Yes. Everyone has created this compute instance. So
Mahesh,
later we will be doing practicals on this compute instance.
Mahesh Suprava ma'am is, I think I didn't create it, the compute instance that was failed. So she's creating one more time.
Okay, fine. So Narendra, I think we should take 15 minutes of break, and after that we can move to the practical part. So in meanwhile, faculties can create a compute instance, and later after this break, all will be doing practicals.
Okay.
Okay, I'm setting timer for 15 minutes.
Okay.
Let us take a break. Okay. Should we start now?
Yes, Mahesh.
Yes. Okay. So I'm hoping so everyone has created this compute instance for doing your machine learning code. Now let us click on notebook. There is authoring tab in this menu section. You will be finding one option of notebook. Click on notebook and you will be finding such kind of interface here. Okay. So here you can see you can add file from here also. There are already some sample files are there. Okay. Already some sample files are also there. And if you want to add your own file, you can add it from here. If you want to go to this VS Code, you want to open a terminal, you want to add files, you can click on here. Also, you can do it from here also. If you want to add a new file, you can add it from here. Now let us do one thing. Let me, Narendra, do you have those Python file with you?
Yes, yes. Yes, Mahesh.
Just share
Okay.
it in WhatsApp group so everyone can get that Python file.
Okay, okay. Let me connect.
So for
Yes.
an
Give me
example,
2 minutes,
like
I'll
we
share.
have created one Jupyter notebook, like you can run that notebook on this ML Studio instead of doing code in that. Narendra, please send those two files, classification and car price prediction.
Yeah, yes, yes.
So thing I need to add file here. So I will be what I will be doing. I will be clicking on this plus button and I will be using this upload file. Now I need to upload from my local computer. So I'm using this upload file. If I want to do programming here itself, so I will be clicking on a new file. Let me show you this thing also. So give some name to your file. When I click on this new file, it is asking to give some name to my notebook. Let me give name and create button. So this is how my new notebook is being created now. So see here one message is being shown in the notification. My new notebook is being created. And here you can see the kernel is not connected. Okay. So what that means, like to run this code, I need to activate the kernel launching also. Okay. So here you need to choose the compute source. Okay. Choose the compute source, which we have used it. So now here you can see after choosing this compute source, my kernel is in idle condition. CPU RAM it is been showing, and now I can run a code here also. So let us write some command in Python of hello world, and to run this command, just run the cell. So see, this is how you can write your Jupyter notebook on a live platform. But my recommendation will be to upload your own file. Don't do operation in this cloud platform because it is consuming some RAM and CPU, and it is also consuming some CPU usage. So that will be increasing your costing part. Okay. So this is how you can write some codes, and this is all about the menu part where you can write a code. If you want a new tab, you can see all those tabs. Here you can gather all the settings, you can find it. You want to split the cell, you can split the cell. You want to create Azure ML compute. Like this is not this is one of the compute, and apart from this, you want to create a new compute. You can create from here also. Okay, so this is how you will be doing practicals here. Okay. So if you want to convert it into Markdown or code, you can convert it into Markdown or code also. If I want in code, I can do is code part, and this is what Markdown. And if I want to change it to Markdown, it's like those people who are from ANML and those who know how to do code on Jupyter Notebook, they might be knowing this thing. Okay, so this is how you can create your own notebook and you can write a code here also. So let us now close this thing, and you can run this notebook which we have created for classification. Either some pricing part is there. So let me upload some file. How you will be uploading the file in this Azure Studio? For that you will be doing let me cancel this. For that you will be clicking on add files, click on upload files, click on this plus button, and from here you will be redirecting the file path which you want to upload. So let us upload this linear regression file program. So now here you can see one file I have selected, the car price. If you want to overwrite, I want to trust the content of this file. I need to check this thing because it is asking for security purpose. It is asking us whether this content which you are uploading from local computer, it is safe or unsafe. So we need to check these things like it is trusted one and it is not a kind of virus. And here you can check open after upload. Click on upload. So see one file is getting uploaded to your virtual machine in the notebook services. So till here everyone done it. Do it please. Every one of you please do it.
Mahesh, I shared the 2 files in the WhatsApp, so
Ah.
all faculty members can download.
Yes. The files are being shared with you, and if you want to do your own file also, you can upload your own file also. That is for practicing purpose. We have created this file and we have uploaded this file. So here all the code file it has been there. So where you can see I'm doing car price prediction on the basis of some data set. Okay, so this is the data set where I'm having. So this is the data set. This is the car shape, describe, info. So this all things you might be knowing, right? Is there any need to explain those code also to you people? How the linear regression file is being. Okay, I will be explaining for you. No worry. So the problem statement is what? A Chinese automobile company, Geely Autos, aspire to enter a US market by setting up their manufacturing unit and producing car locally to give the competition to their US and European counterpart. So some Chinese company of automobile is there and they want to start some manufacturing unit in this US market. And for starting their business in US market, they need some predictions. So they are having some two questions with them, like what is the counterpart, what is the trend going in this US market, and which is the popular car those US people are buying. Okay, so they want to find some trend, and they have contracted an automobile consultant company to understand the factors of on which the pricing of cars depend. Okay, so especially they want to understand the factors affecting the pricing of car in American market. Okay, so the questions they have asked to this contract automobile consultancy is which variable are significant in predicting the price of car. Okay, so for predicting any kind of price of any car, which is the significant variable? Okay, and how well those variable describe the price of car? What that means? What these two questions talks all about? Like if any customer comes to you and the customer asks you for some features, right, related with any XYZ car, and On that basis, on that, by taking those input of features, you will be predicting the price of car. Okay, such type of module this Chinese company wants to be developed. Okay, wants to develop for their customer. Okay, so business goal is what? You are required to create a model which can predict your price on the basis of features. Now, you might all be knowing, like in Python, the things for doing visualization, the things to do mathematical operations, the things to do any kind of graphical visuals, you will be needed some libraries, right? So this is the code which you are seeing here are the code which has been used to import those libraries. So here you can see import warnings. So this is the warning libraries where you will be ignoring using this ignore warning for warning purpose you are using here. Then NumPy, which is used for what purpose? Can anyone tell me this? What is this NumPy library has been used for?
For numerical
No,
parts, sir.
for
Numerical calculation want to do with the data set.
Poonam ma'am, your voice is so much low. I
Numerical
can't.
part, sir. Numerical
Numerical,
part, sir.
numerical
Python
part. Okay. Yes, yes.
calculation want to do with
Calculate
perform.
numerical values. Right. Absolutely right. So this NumPy is nothing but to do some mathematical operations. You will be using this thing. What about this pandas? Pandas. For what purpose we are using this pandas library? Yes. For what purpose we are using
For
this pandas
inputting the
library?
data, like CSV files
For
and Excel
inputting,
files.
if I want to
So this
Input
import the
the
pandas
data,
is there now. Actually, this panda just convert your data set into one data frame. Got the point? Now,
Yeah,
data
frames.
frame is nothing but it is a rows and columns. Okay, and that data frame you can perform operations like you can perform statistical operations, statistical analysis on the certain data frame. So here you can see one input file, and now this is the path of that input file. Okay, so this is already runnable code. So I will be not running this code one more time because I'm not having this data set with me right now. But I can upload this data set here also. So I can upload file from here and I can use this data set and run the file. Okay. Now in this file, you can see this PD operation, pd.read underscore CSV is been used. This function is been used to read any kind of CSV file. And cars.head is been used, which represents the top 5 rows of your data set. Okay. So when this read and the head function is been applied on the data set of this car price assignment, so here is the output you will be getting. So those are the rows and columns. And here you will be reviewing your data set. Like you will be understanding your data set. Like what is this data set all about? So after looking at this data set, you will be coming to know like it is a kind of features. So this car ID, symbolic, car name, fuel type, aspiration, door number, car body, drive wheel, engine location, wheelbase, car length, car weight. So all those are the features, right? So we need to identify which is the dependent and which is the independent variable or column in our data set. Okay. Now, can any one of you can rectify which are the dependent and independent variable here? After looking at this, let me collapse these things because you can see properly. We increase the size. Now it is visible to you more clearly, right? I have increased the font size. So can any one of you identify which are the dependent independent variable and what type of data it is? It is supervised data, semi-supervised, unsupervised data, or it is a kind of reinforcement data? Which are this is data of target value variable, or it is a data which is not having any target value variable? Can you rectify those things after seeing this thing, seeing these first 5 rows? Yes, any one of you. Suprabha ma'am, what you want to say, please elaborate more.
It's a supervised.
It's a supervised, absolutely right, sir. It's a supervised data. Under the supervised data, we have two categories. One is continuous and one is categorical data. So can you predict that also for me?
Like on the basis of a car name.
Hmm. It is, see, those are the features, those are the labels, and this is the target variable I'm having, price, right? This price is fixed price or it is continuously changing one? Let me know that part. This
Changing.
price, it is fixed or continuously changing? It is continuously changing according to the features getting added, right? So this is what the price column is, what dependent column, and these other columns are what? Those are independent column. Okay, so this is how we will be understanding data, like how the data set should be, what kind of data is with us, and on that basis we will be doing some further operations like I have explained you in the diagram also. Now let us see how many rows and column it is having. To find the rows and column, the thing we will be seeing here, cars dot shape. Okay, so this is the cars is in my variable. This is the variable name where my data set is there, and shape is the entity where I can find those. So rows and columns. So 205 rows and 26 column I'm having. So if I use this describe button, so I will be getting all statistical values of this database, like what is the count, what is the mean, what is the standard deviation, what is the minimum value, what is the 25% of data, what is the 50% of data, what is 75% of data, and what is the maximum value. Okay, according to that, I can see, I can analyze the data, right? Suppose now the first thing we will be doing, we will be finding the info of our data. To find an info, we will be using this car.info. Okay, under which we will be coming to know like what is the data type of our data set. So car ID, the data type is integer, and what is this not null value? What is this not null? So this means
It
like
cannot be
this
blank.
column is having no null values.
It cannot be blank.
It cannot be blank. No, it's not the way it cannot be blank. This not null means like this column is having no null values. Got it, sir?
There
It is
always
having no null
there
value.
is a value in this column.
If there is some null values, then it will be shown here. So the count of rows will be lesser, and in this scenario. Okay, so currently our data set is having no null values that we can identify from here. So how many rows and columns we are having, that data type we can identify from here. Like some of the data is in integer form, some of the data is in object form, some of the data is in float form. Okay, now let me know, like to do an operation, like to do the mathematical operation or to do the statistical operations, what is necessary? We can perform those operation on only either integer or numbers, right? We can't perform operation on those objects, right? So that we need to figure out. So in this step 2, what the thing we will be doing, we will be performing data cleaning and preparation, right? So this is the first step on the data set which we will be to perform. So for cleaning purpose, what we have done, we have seen this info part where we find that like there is no null values in our data set. Okay. Now the thing we will be doing here, we will be splitting a company name from car name column. Okay. So this is our company name. Okay. And this we want to split it, right? From which column? So we will be splitting a name, company name. This is the company name from car name column. Okay. So where is our car name? Let us see that also. Is there any car name column?
Starting में first one, sir.
Yes, the company name column is there. So what we have done, we have used this thing. Now to get one single row, what the thing we will be doing, we will be taking name of that one. Okay, cars.car name. Okay, and dot apply. This is the lambda function we will be apply, and this is the split function we have applied on this zero index. Okay, on the zero index, and then we have insert. We have used this insert operation where we are inserting car name and company name. Okay, company name to company name. Okay, so this is our data set. Let me show this thing where we are having car names, and this we will be changing to this company name. Okay, so for doing this operation, we have used this part of coding where we are inserting company name to company name. So this is the variable here. My car name is there, and I will be dropping this thing, and in place of this true. Okay, and again I will be using this head to see the data set, and here you can see the name of column is being changed now. Okay, so this is how I can see the unique values of in my car company name also. So those are the companies which are been unique in the data set. Then fixing invalid values, like the values which are invalid, like Mazda, you can change it to Mazda. Nissan, you can change it to this. You can do those operations also by replace by using this replace function. Okay, so this is the function in the Python you have used. This is A and B are the parameters, and for this you have used this code. Okay, where you are defining a proper values. Now checking a duplicate values. To check a duplicate values, you will be using this local function with cars duplicated. So there are no, I think no duplicates values are there. Now car columns, where you will be defining car columns, and here you are visualizing your data. Okay, so in this manner you are visualizing the graph, and you are plotting some graph, and to plot the graph you will be using matplot or cbod library. Okay, so this plt is used for what purpose? Here we have imported, see, matplot library, which has been aliasing with this keyword plt. Okay, for easiness we have done this. So this is how we have configured this visualization, and then we have performed some prediction, like some print the car price described, like count of rows, mean, and all these things. Again we have done this thing, and according to this the visualization we have plotted. So this is the graphical representation we have done. Then this is the interface we have done. So we have find after plotting these graphs, what the thing we are identifying, we are getting some insights from that data. So this is the graph which is being used to find the outliers, like what is the outlier data which we are having under our data set. Okay, so this is how all the graphs and all the things is been done. So this is very like big program notebook, so you can refer all those things, like each and everything is being performed under this notebook. So you can go through each and everything. Because of the time constraint, we can't go much detail in this thing, but the agenda of ours to let you know about this machine learning studio only. Okay, and you can compute all those notebooks by using this services of machine learning studio. So this is the same thing, like the larger amount of compute sources will be provided by this machine learning studio to perform those operations on those big data. Here we have train and split these things. Now, to understand this whole concept, there is one more option, which is, or one more services, which is be provided by this machine learning studio, which is called as designer mode. Okay, this is what designer. Now let us move to this point also. Let us see, let us do practicals on this designer mode. But before going to this designer mode, can I know any doubts you are having related with this notebooks services? How to get compute instance, how to upload any new notebook, how to write your own notebook. So any doubts related to this, if you are having, you can ask to me.
Sir,
Yes, Poonam.
sir, I'm asking one thing. How we can set the path, sir? Like if I am just click the file by the function cd dot read underscore csv. So how we
For
can get
that,
the
na ma'am, for that you need to upload that the dataset file in this document.
I have uploaded that. Both the files
Have you
that has
uploaded that? Then write the name of the file. That's it. Read.csv and the file name.
okay. Only we have to pass the file name parameter.
Just a file name you need to write.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other doubt, faculty? Should we go further now? Okay. So this is all about notebooks. Now we will be moving to this designer mode. So click on this designer mode. Everyone, please click on this designer mode. So everyone got this same interface at, yes. So some of you are finding difficulty in this notebook part because you might be not aware of those libraries or those machine learning codes. Okay, but the people which are from this stream of ML and AI, they might be getting what I have explained to you. Okay, but the feature of this designer mode, which this machine learning is providing us, this is can be done by anyone. Like I'm not having, let us assume I'm not having any knowledge of machine learning code, but I know the concept, like what are the steps I need to apply on certain data set to get a prediction. Okay, to get trained to get trained to a machine. Okay, so I know that much only, but I don't know much detail about this machine learning code. So whatever modules you have seen in this notebook, like you are describing it, you are running, you are training, you are splitting the data, you are cleaning the data. So all those modules are being already performed or already implemented under this machine learning code. Okay, so let us start a new project on this designer mode. So click on this create button, create a new pipeline using classic pre-built component. Click on that. Click on that. And after clicking on that, you will be seeing one interface here. Okay, such kind of interface. And you will be finding one arrow here. Okay, that is what lesser than arrow to lesser than arrow. You need to expand this thing. Expand these arrows. Now, the thing you will be finding some component list. There are some component list where you will be finding sample data sets. See, sample data sets are there. So this data set you can use for your machine learning code also, for doing machine learning code. Otherwise, if you are having your own data set, this is the plus button where you can upload your data set. And if I click on this data, so this uploaded data set will be shown here. And the components, these components are nothing but this is the component which is being developed by this machine learning studio. So what it is, let me explain you that also. So this is the sample data set, which is already there on this studio. If you want to perform some data transformation, like you want to add columns, you want to add rows, you want to apply some mathematical operations, you want to apply some SQL transformation, you want to apply some cleaning process like cleaning missing data, you want to apply some clips value, you want to convert some CSV to any other file format, you want to convert to a data set, you want to convert to an indicator value. So all related tasks for data transformation you will be finding here. Okay. Then computer vision. If you know machine learning, then you might be knowing this computer vision algorithm also, where you can apply, you can train your machine to identify some images. Okay. So all the algorithms related to this computer visions you will be finding in this place. Okay. So this is the computer vision component. Then model scoring and evaluation. So here you will be using for scoring your result. Okay. And evaluating your result. Okay. So this is for use for that purpose. Then machine learning algorithms. See, all the types of algorithms which has been used in this machine learning is been already implemented here. Okay. So this is, you can explore more like lot of list is there. Python language is there. So you can create your Python model, own Python model. You can execute Python script. Then data inputs and outputs are there, where you can enter your data manually. You can export your data in some format. You can import data set. Then recommendations is nothing but which has been recommended by your Microsoft Azure. Then R language. If you are more familiar, if you know this thing, you can write code in R language also, which has been used for visualization purpose. Feature selections, anomalies detections. So like we have plotted some graph to find some anomalies. Here also you can do this, use those models to get the anomalies from your data set. If you want to use some statistical function, you can just use the statistical function on your data set. Model training, where you are you are training, you are splitting your data set into train and test, right? So here you can train your model, you can train your clustering model, train PyTorch model. So all those features are there which you can explore later also. But how to use this thing, that I will be explaining. Okay. So now let us do one practical on any sample data which this machine learning is providing to us. So let us use this automobile pricing data. Just click here and drag and drop this automobile pricing data in this place. Let me collapse this so you will be seeing more better view. So this is how I can implement, I can get data set from my sample data. Okay. So till here, any doubt you people are having?
Mahesh, the Okla ma'am is asking car price assignment.csv file.
Okay, fine. I will be sharing, ma'am, with you on WhatsApp group. Okay, so you can practice it later on, or the most you can download it from here also. Like most of us, we are doing the same thing. You can go to this kaggle.com, just type Kaggle datasets, download, and under this Kaggle dataset website, you will be finding lot of datasets, and you can practice on those datasets. Okay. So see here, you can find Starbucks dataset, football player is there, HBO Max content dataset is there, Microsoft stock price dataset you are having, any musical dataset if you want it, then here it is the list of that. Then business oriented dataset if you want that, then this is the list of that. So you can find here also, ma'am. You can get it from here also. Okay, you already do it, right? Then there is no necessity, because that car price also now I have downloaded from there. So any other doubts, faculties you are having with you, teachers? Please let us know. Everyone got till here? Have you imported a sample data into your workspace? So this is the blank thing you are seeing now. This is the workspace where we will be working. Any doubt till now? Are you performing with me? How many of you are performing with me? Please let us know. So according to that, I will be minimizing or I will be increasing my speed of explaining all the things. Okay, Vakula ma'am, you are doing. Manoj Kumar sir, little bit. Why sir, little bit you are doing? Kumar
Sir,
sir.
you are very fast in explaining. So
Okay,
somewhat
you want me
seeing
to
on
get
the
a
mobile
little
and
bit
working
slow?
on the laptop. I
Uh-huh.
join with the two devices, but shallow little bit.
That is why you're
And also
getting.
writing steps on the notebook.
Mhm. It's okay, sir. No issue. If you can perform with me, it's fine. If you don't, you can't perform with me, it's also okay. The thing like you can practice later also, and
I
you will
write
be
down
getting
all the steps, sir.
recordings. Yes. Also,
I
you will
write
be
down on the
getting
notebook.
recordings on YouTube link that I have already spoke with Shashwatan. He will be uploading today. Yesterday only he used to upload, but he was on leave. That is why he hasn't uploaded. But today he will be uploading anyhow.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I already downloaded the last FDP video also.
Oh, great. Thank you. So now this is how the database we have taken. So this is not mandatory. You will be taking automobile price only. You can use any of the data set, sample data set. You can use this flight delay data. Okay, IMDb data is there, movie ratings is there, weather data set is there. Like you can forecast the weathers. Animal image data set is there. But this animal image data set you will be using computer vision algorithms. Restaurant feature data set is there. Restaurant ratings are there. You can use any one. Okay. But I'm using this automobile pricing data set. So let us see what is there in this data set. To find or to see this, what is there in this data set, you will be right clicking on this data output. See here, one data output is been written under this data set now. Just right click on this and just preview data. Just right click on this data output word and click on preview data. So see, same data set you will be getting here. Let me make it big. So see, the same data set we are having were 205 and 26 columns. Okay. So this is the kind of data set which we are having here. The same kind of data set what we have seen in the car price. Okay. So this is the data set which we can view here. Now, here I'm seeing some NaN values also. I'm finding some NaN values. I'm finding some null values also. So if I want to see the statistics of this column, what I can do, I can click on this column and I can find automatically some statistical measures will be given to me. Okay. So see, I have clicked on normalized losses. Okay. Where some statistic is been provided by machine learning that mean is 122, median is 150, minimum value is 65, maximum is 256, standard deviation is 35.4422, unique value is 51, missing values are 41, and feature type is numeric feature. So visualization is also given to me. Like this is the visualization of a data distribution where the frequency will be measured and the data is there. So I can see the range from 84.5, 84.1 to 103.2 data is more in this range. And missing values, I can see 41 are the missing values here. Okay. So this is how I can analyze each columns and each rows and I can find the statistics for this. Let us see the price also. So the maximum price is of what? 45,400 and minimum price is of 5,180. Standard deviation is this one, and this price model is having 4 missing values. Okay. So the price range is more with 5,000 to 9,000. Okay. So the car with the price of 5,000 to 9,000 is having more in this data set, is more in this data set. This we can get it from this graph. So this is all the visualizations we can see, we can identify, okay, after looking at our data set. Let us now minimize this thing, okay, and close these things. So this is how we can preview our data set. Now, what is the second step we will be doing on this data set? Yes, anyone can tell me. What are the second step? What is the second step we have performed on this notebook? What are the second step? Yes, please.
Sir, removing duplicate.
Yes, absolutely right, sir. You are cleaning your data or cleaning the missing values. So instead of searching here, the quickest way you can do is you can go to search bar and you just type a word clean. Just type a word clean, and here you will be provided some suggestion in which clean word is there. So here clean and missing data model is there, component is there, that you will be dragging and you will be dropping here. Okay, just do the thing same like me. Let me delete this. I will be doing one more time for you. Write a clean word here and I will be dragging and dropping here. The second method I can do, I can go to this data transformation, and under this data transformation I can find this clean and missing data, because this is the kind of transformation we are doing on this data set, right? So it comes under this data transformation. These things you should be know, right? Then only you can find it from here. Okay, so this is the clean and missing data. Okay, but this is the component. This is component is having some errors. See here, the parameters are, so we need to define some parameters to this clean and missing component. So to define this, what we will be doing, we will be clicking on this data output and we will be connecting to this clean and missing data. Okay, just do the thing. Just let me make it little bit longer. So just drag and just connect this data set to this clean and missing component. Now this is how you have given a reference to your cleaning missing data. But again, this error symbol is not gone. Why so? Because this component is having some parameters, like some parameters will be there. On that basis of parameters, you are doing some cleaning operation. So let us see the parameters, what this clean and missing data component is having it with it, right? So for seeing the parameters, just double click on this component. Just double click on this component. Now here, the parameter, like one form will be open in the right hand side. Let me maximize this thing so you can see better. Now the clean and missing data, like the cleaning operation you want to perform on which column. Okay, which column you want to perform, like you have given a reference to this data set, but under this data set, under which column you want to perform a cleaning operation. So I can do this. I can tell this machine learning studio or this clean missing component that you want to perform all the cleaning process on all the columns. Okay, how I can do that? There is one button in the left hand side, edit column. Click on that one. edit column. Click on this edit column button. See, there is one link is there, hyperlink is there, edit column. Click on this hyperlink. You will be finding columns to be clean. Okay. So here you need to define your own rule. Like what is the rule you will be applying on that column. Okay. So now the thing I will be doing, I want to include only one column. If I want to include a data types only with column with the types, or if I want to include a column with index, or I want to include all the columns. So I need to clean data through all the columns. Like whatever columns are having missing values, I need to perform operations on those columns. So that is the reason I'm choosing all the columns. So you people also choose all the column option and click on save button. So when you will be clicking on save button, the columns to be clean is all columns. Okay. So the cleaning measures are there, right? The measure of cleaning data, there is some rules which has been predefined here. So the minimum missing value is been set to 0.0 and the maximum missing value ratio is it will be set as 1.0. So this 0 to 1 is a kind of range of data. Okay. So cleaning mode. Under this cleaning mode, when you just scroll down, when you click on that, you will be seeing the cleaning methodologies. Now, you people might be knowing like how to perform a cleaning operation on any missing values or any null values. So either we replace these null values with mean, or we replace these null values with median, or we replace this null value with mode. Now you people might be knowing mean, median, and mode, what they are. Okay. Whether it is necessary to explain this thing also, please let me know. I can explain that also to you. Mean, median, and mode. Yes, faculties.
My side, no, sir.
Okay, okay, sir. Most of us are knowing this thing because we know all the things, mathematical things. Mean is nothing but you're finding some average part. Median is nothing but the center part. Mode is nothing but the larger quantity of data which is there in your data set. You are choosing that. Okay, so it is the better option. Those are the things which you can perform on those missing values. So my suggestion is like I need to remove entire row. I need to remove entire row which is having null value. Okay. So this is the cleaning operation I will be performing on my data set. Okay. And after cleaning, doing this thing, I will be closing this one. Okay. So now you can see after getting the parameter, this error symbol gets disabled. Okay. Now in this clean data set, you can find your clean data here. Okay. Now, what is the third step we will be doing after cleaning this data? What will be the third step? Yes. We will be selecting a columns, or we will be selecting some columns on which we can apply some algorithm, right? So instead of columns, what I will be suggesting you, just split this data. Just split the data set because we have done the same operation in our notebook also. So for splitting data set, just type split over here. And here you will be getting component of split data. So I'm splitting this data set into some categories, into some manner. Okay. So how this data set is being cleaned, just double click on this split data and you will be seeing the range which you can split your data. Okay. Let me close it. Just double click here and you will be seeing this split data. Now in this split data mode, how the data is being split. You want to split in rows, you want to split with regular expression, you want to split with relative expression. That you need to select. I need to split a data into rows only. So what is the fraction of rows in the first output data set you want it? Okay. So the fraction of rows in the first data will be 0.5 by default. Like 50% of rows will be taken as a train and 50% of rows is being taken as a test model. If the standard method is 80-20, okay. So the first data I will be taking as a 80%. For training for data, I will be taking as 80, and for test data, I will be taking as a 20%. Okay. So this is the criteria which I have implemented here. Okay. So what is the splitting data category we want it? By default, it is 5%, but I'm picking as 8, 0.8. That means 80%. Randomized split is true. Whether this splitting you want it in randomized order or you want it in some fixed order, that you can define here. Random seeds you can define here. Star field split you can define here. So this is how you need to click on save button. Click on save button and close this tab. So this is how you have splitted your data set into two parts, train and test model. Now to train this train data set, so here you can see this data set is being categorized from one input to two input. This is your test and this is your train data. Now to train the data with some machine learning code, you need to select a train model. Select. So for using this train model component, you will be typing train, just type a train model. Just type a train model in the search bar, and here you will be finding one option with train model. So what this train model is, so here you can see trains the classification or regression model in supervised manner. Okay, so it trains your for doing machine learning algorithm. You are splitting model, you are splitting data set into two types. One is train and one is test. That operations you are performing under this train model. So the data which you want to train, okay, the 80% of data which you want to train with some algorithm, that you need to identify here. Okay, and you will be doing with this train model. So just drag and drop this train model here. Okay, and connect this result one data, which is 80%, to this data set. Okay, to this data set. So this is how the train model is been getting connected. Now, what type of algorithms we want to use for this train model? Let us figure out this thing first, and then we will be doing with trace data. So let us now, if I want to use regression algorithm, so I will be choosing regression word, just typing regression. I can find the algorithms which are there with regression. So here I can use this linear regression model. Just copy, just click on that and drag and drop this linear regression in this position. Okay, so this is the linear regression, and this untrained model, I will be clicking on this, linking with this train model. So here you can see this train model, this is the train data, and this is the algorithm, and I'm doing some operations on this train data. So here some error is being shown. What is this error? Let us double click on this train model. So here in this train model, it is asking us what is your target variable? What is your target variable in your data set? So let me open this target variable. To open the target variable, again, I need to go to this hyperlink of edit column, click on this hyperlink, and under this hyperlink, I need to specify my dependent column. So which is my dependent column? So price is my dependent column. Okay. So this is the output I want to define for train model. So I will be clicking on save button and I will be closing this thing. So here the error gets disappear. Now this is the thing I have performed, like I have split the data into 80-20, and after splitting this data, I have trained that 80% of data with this linear regression algorithm, and I have also defined y value. Y value is my output value. Now, after that, Till here, everyone reach it. Till here, any doubts you people are having? Please let me know.
Sir, please repeat it
Or
again,
should
sir.
I repeat
After
it one
refresh.
more time for you?
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
Poonam.
Poonam ma'am.
Please repeat it once, sir. Regression from the regression step.
Okay. From where you want me to
From
repeat it?
regression, sir.
Let
Regression
me
model I
delete.
have.
Let me delete all the steps. Is split data, it is clear to you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
if you after splitting data into 80-20, now I want to train this data. I want to split data into train and test. That you might be knowing, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for that, I will be using this train component. For that, I will be searching training model. This is the train component, and I will be clicking on this train model, and I will be dragging and dropping this train model to there. And this is the result one data set, which is 80% of mine. I will be connecting to this train model. And under this train model, to which algorithm I want to train the data, that I will be defining here. So I want to see for algorithm. So the algorithm list is there in this machine learning algorithm also. Other way, you can just search for the algorithm which you want to apply. So I want to apply regression algorithm. So I just search a word regression, and this is the linear regression algorithm I will be using, and I will be dragging and dropping in my workspace. And this train model, untrained model, I will be connecting to my train model. Got the point, man?
Sir, I'm not able to connect linear regression to the trained model.
This arrow you need to connect to this thing, man. And this result data you need to connect to this data. See,
I think
when
she
you
is
will be
connecting
connecting,
other one. Linear regression to unclean. Like the connection is she is interchanging, I think.
that part. You can take a screenshot and just text it into this chat box. So we can find what is the issue you're getting here.
Sir, actually my chat is disabled, sir. I don't know why, but I'm not able to write anything on the chat.
Why so?
I don't
Otherwise,
know.
take the screenshot and keep it in WhatsApp also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have
WhatsApp
done
group
that,
you
sir.
can put.
I have done that, sir. Now, done.
Narendra sir, please check it. WhatsApp group. So other faculties, are you doing with me or not? Please let me know. Any doubts you people are having? I'm
Mahesh,
expecting more doubts from your side, but I have doubts from all teachers. I don't know why so.
Mahesh, I already uploaded this car price assignment.csv file in the WhatsApp. So all faculty can download now. It is there in the WhatsApp. Ma'am, I haven't seen anything in FDP for WhatsApp group.
No. Faculties can't post anything in WhatsApp group, Narendra. They might be posted you in private, I think so.
I think not private also.
Otherwise, ma'am, you can share your screen also, so everyone can get the error part also. Poonam ma'am. Let me make you as a presenter. Ma'am, I have assigned you as a presenter, so you can
I have
share
done,
your
sir.
screen.
Just I have shared that with the Narendra, sir. He can check. Actually, I have joined from the mobile. I'm doing the practice on the laptop, so I'm not
Okay,
able
fine,
to
fine.
do so.
Sir,
Fine.
the
So, sir,
problem,
I have done
the
that.
problem, yeah, ma'am, I have seen that. The problem is with the train model. You need to keep the target variable, the price. So double click on the train model.
See, double click on train model and you will be getting this option. And here you will be doing edit column. You will be clicking on hyperlink of edit column. Click on this
Yes,
hyperlink
sir, I have.
and
Yes, sir, I have done
give
that.
the output. You need to provide a y value. You know the equation for linear regression. Huh? So y equals to
Okay.
mx plus p. So y value you
Yes,
need
sir.
to define here. So price is my y
Okay.
value. So price column is my y value. So click on save button.
Okay, sir.
That's it.
So write price, the output variable, price, enter, and then save. Then that
Yes, sir, done.
error will be nullified.
Got it?
Done, sir.
Yes. Sarita ma'am, you have any issue? You have raised your hand. Sarita ma'am.
I think it is for wrong. I think unknowingly pressed. From morning to till now, it is the same position. I think wrongly pressed. I think.
Okay, fine. Now we want to score this thing, right? We have trained our data. 80% of data we have trained, and we need to now score this thing, right? We need to score this thing. For that, we will be using score model, score component. The score component is nothing but, or is score image model, you can take it, or score model also you can take it. Where let us use the score model first, and then after I will be using score image. So use this score model and use this train model to this train model. Okay. And this is your test model. You will be directly clicking to this test model data set. So this data is untrained data and this data is trained data. And here you are comparing train and untrained data with each other. Okay. So when you open this output, when you run this all the part of this model, and at the result you will be finding some score data. Okay. And now this score data will be multiple data, like it is the comparison between train and untrained data only. For that purpose this score model is being used, like the data which you have trained with some algorithm and the data which is been untrained, right? So you are comparing those two things with each other in this score model. Okay. Now I want to evaluate this score model. Like what is the percentage of accuracy I'm getting from this algorithm? That I can evaluate with this evaluate model. So I will be using this evaluate model, dragging and dropping this evaluate model, and I'm placing here. So this is my score data, and I'm connecting this score data to my evaluate model. So this is all the operations I'm performing for this one data set of automobile pricing, from where I'm predicting the price of automobile. Okay. I'm training one machine. I'm training the machine in such a case, after getting the features, this machine can able to predict the price of that car. Okay. This is the model of machine learning I have created now. Now I need to run this thing. I need to run this model. Okay. How I can run this model? You remember we have created one compute instance, right? We will be taking help of that compute instance to run this model. Okay. For that, you need to go to this configure and submit button. Click on configure and submit button. And here you need to provide some basic requirements, like whether this experiment you want to create new, or it is already existing one. So this is new experiment, so I will be clicking on create new one. I need to give some name to this experiment. I'm giving some name, like I have given name to my notebook. The same way I'm giving name to this designer also. So job display name will be by default this one. If you want to put some description, you can put it. Otherwise, it is okay. if you don't put it, and click on review plus submit. So see here one error gets occur. Runtime setting. Why so this error is coming? Because it is you haven't defined the compute instance to run this model. So click on back button and you will be coming to this runtime settings where you will be defining like I need to you ML. You will be telling ML to use this compute instance with the name Mahesh123. So this is the compute instance I will be defining, and I will be clicking on review plus submit, and you can see all the steps are in green tick. Okay, so that means all the steps are in right way. Now click on submit button, and here this your job will be getting submitted, and the pipeline is created. Under this pipeline this operation is been performing, and after getting operation performed, one view details option is being shown here. See, view pipeline details. A hyperlink is there. Click on this view details, and one new tab will be getting open. Under this new tab you will be finding your output. Okay, so this is the output you will be getting after running the code. So where this now the process of cleaning is been going on. So this has been recognized by this graphical interface or graphical some graphics is being shown here. Like those steps are been running now, and after completing it, it will be turned into green. So this is how you can identify which steps are running, and after completing each and every component will be getting green. So this is how you can run the project. Now please have try whether you have performed it or no not. You can try. Let us have one try. Perform one operation with the same thing and run the code with me. Any doubts till now for doing those two practicals, one with notebook and one with Ethernet? Yes, faculties, please let us know. So this is how we will be doing two practicals with machine learning and notebook under this machine learning studio. And you can do your research part also. If you're doing some research thing, like you're putting some AI features or you're putting some computer vision algorithm to your research part or your triple E papers, so you can use these compute resources in your practice, and also you can tell your students to use these things which are there in the AI and ML stream. So this is how easy this Microsoft has been prepared today. Like you can anyone can use this algorithm. Just they need a data set, and on that data set they can perform those machine learning and artificial intelligence algorithm. Okay, so this is how simple nowadays your AI and machine learning will be. Just drag and drop. You will be not doing as much code as which we were doing previously. So any doubts, please let us know. Yes, faculties. Or you can tell us like where you got stuck while doing the practical, so we can help you with that also. So see, after completing the steps, you will be getting green symbol here. And now you can check the output here also. Let this evaluate model get completed, and then we can check the output. And meanwhile, you can also perform the same practical. So see here one notification pipeline created on this date is in experiment is being completed. Now let us evaluate this result. Before evaluating, let us use the score data. Like let us see the comparison part first. Just to see the comparison, you need to right click on score data and just click on preview data. Let me maximize this. And here you can find the same data with new column. See, so score label is there. This is your machine learning prediction for the pricing on the basis of this feature with this linear regression algorithm. So the price of car is 15,000. Here it is 17,000. Here it is 1,000, 10,000. Here it is 13,000. Here it is 8,000. Here it is 14,000. So some of pricing is not that much accurate. So in that case, like you need to check the accuracy of this machine. Like this is the prediction done by machine and this is the actual part of data. So you can see here 7,000, 6,125. So this is the kind of prediction. It has been done with the linear regression algorithm. So you can check, you can for accuracy, you can check for increasing accuracy or to check the accuracy, you can go to this evaluation result, right click here and just click on preview data. Let me maximize this thing also. So see, here the mean absolute error, root mean square error, all the error part you will be getting, like what is the accuracy you are getting. Coefficient of determination. What is the coefficient of determination? 0.90%. 0.90 is nothing but that means the 90% accuracy you are getting on this data set. A 90% of accuracy you are getting on this data set. So after applying this algorithm, the 90% accuracy we are getting, that is not bad actually. That is very good accuracy we are getting on this data set. Okay. So this is how you will be running those code and you will finding your result also. Let me close this, which is good actually. So this is how the practical is been performed and completed with Machine Learning Studio. And if you are having any doubt, you can ask us. Like we will be waiting for 2-3 minutes. If there is no doubt, then we can move to the further topic of Power BI, where the Narendra will explaining you the theoretical part of Power BI. And while explaining a theoretical part of Power BI, you will be doing one thing. You will be downloading this Power BI desktop application on your local computer. So after this practical after this cloud computing, we will be moving to this Power BI part. So let us know any doubt you people are having with machine learning or data factory or any other practical which we have performed on this cloud computing. All good. Yes, Vakula ma'am, Sanjay Sharma sir, let us know. Vakula ma'am, what you want to repeat me?
Actually, I got struck with the data import actually. Could you just show that step for me, how we can import the data?
This automobile price.
Yes, yes. That first one there itself I have
That is
given, but I
that
got
is
struck.
simple, ma'am.
Yeah, how
You
just
reached till this
could you show?
interface? Have you reached
No,
till this
I
interface?
yes, yes.
Let us
Yeah,
do one
here.
thing now. Vakula, your screen and I will be guiding you with for doing the
Yeah,
practical. Let
yeah,
us
yeah,
complete
yeah.
your practical. Then we will be taking doubts from other faculties also, and we can
Yes, yes.
solve
Thanks.
their practical also. Please share. Narendra sir, please make a presenter to Vakula ma'am.
Yes, Mahesh. 1 minute. Dr. Vakulani, right?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Okay, ma'am.
Dr.
Okay. Now you can
Vakula is
present
my
now.
desktop actually.
Okay.
Just a
Which thing I need to give, ma'am, permission?
Dr.
Like Dr.
Vakularani is my
Vakularani?
desktop. Yeah. GR is my
Yeah.
mobile.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. You
Dr.
can present.
Vakularani.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You can present now.
Yeah, 1 minute. Sir. Sure.
Okay, ma'am. Have you created compute instance? Let me know
Yes.
that first.
Yes, I have created.
Now click on
compute
designer
instance.
mode. Click on designer
Yes,
mode.
I clicked designer mode. Yes. And here, right? Create a new
Yes.
Python. Before that, we
Okay.
have to import. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
Click on that.
Is it right? Yes, I have
Yes,
done.
yes. It's absolutely right, ma'am.
Yeah. Here, data plus.
Click
How
on
to import?
component. Component. Click on component.
Okay. Yes.
Go to sample data.
Okay. Automobile price data. This one.
You can use any data set.
Okay. Yes.
Just drag and
No,
drop.
actually, yes, I did. But if I want to import the data set from my local machine,
That also you can perform here. There is one
that
plus
only I
symbol
was
is there.
actually looking for.
That there is one plus symbol in this data. See
Here,
above.
right? Yes. Okay.
That also you can import it. So see here, upload file folder, zip file. You can import from here.
Okay, sir. Yeah. There only I got struck. Now other steps and all I understood. Not a problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. You can unshare your screen now.
Yes, I do.
You can perform the practicals and
Yes,
you can take a
I do.
screenshot of that and you can just post it in the chat box.
I do.
Yes. Any other faculties are having doubts, you may ask to Narendra and me. Yes, Divya ma'am, Nand Kumar Mishra sir, Meera Mani ma'am. Any doubts?
All the faculty members, I have given one link in chat and in WhatsApp group. So you can click on that link and you can download the Power BI software. Or else you wait for me. I'll show you how to download also.
Okay, faculties, those who have performed the practicals, you can take a screenshot of your practical and you can post it into this chat box. So we will be able to know like you have performed the practicals and there is no doubt from your side. Otherwise, you just, if you're not having any doubt, just write something in the chat box like no doubt or something else. So we can get it sure like you're not having any doubts. Yes, Manoj sir, I will be writing all the steps, sir. No issue. Or I will be doing one thing, Manoj sir. Let me write it down. Yes, you can do that. The same thing I was telling to you. You can later do the practical session, but the conceptual things are being cleared with you, right? So this is the new thing which you can introduce to your students. You can introduce, you can take advantage in your research things also, like the projects which you are performing or any patent you are making up. So those are the features and helps you can take it. Like nowadays, AI and AI is in very boom. Actually, all the companies are applying AI on their websites. You can take a reference of that, and you can tell your students to use those things, because most of the industries nowadays moving to that only. So nowadays, the industries are looking for prompt engineer. Not only the engineer, they are looking for prompt engineer who knows how to write a prompt on this AI, because all the things are already been developed on the platform, and you just need to use those things. So it's my
Sure,
suggestion
sir.
to you
Sure.
all, just
Thank you,
tell
sir.
your student to use those chat GPT, Google Bart is there, Bing is there, this Microsoft Azure is there. So all those feature, tell your students to do practice on that, because see, those $200 this Microsoft is providing a free account to the students. You can do it in numbers of time. Just a ID card you will be needed, or some student verification or college mail ID you will be needed. So you can practice as many time as you want it. You have those credits with you. So that will be like more add-on things, like in your colleges also, for universities you need to show like what is the add-on part you have done to your syllabus. So you can do such things which you have learned in this FTP. You can put those things in your add-on parts.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yes, yes, sir. So I'm thinking like I'm assuming you people are not having any doubts. Narendra, should we start the Power BI part also?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
So we can complete at least the download, installation, and theory part of this Power BI.
theory part of this. Then tomorrow we will be moving with visuals, DAX, and all the stuff.
Yes, yes.
So today I think Narendra complete this data cleaning process till Power Query, or tomorrow you
Oh,
want to do it,
yes, I can. Okay, I'll try to complete the data
because
cleaning
it's
part.
now 12:46.
Yeah, still 45 minutes are there first. I think
Ah,
Shashwatan will connect at 1 p.m. I think.
okay, fine, fine. That LMS issues, na?
LMS issues. That is
Okay,
also.
fine, fine. Let us see, just complete this theoretical part of Power
Yes,
BI.
yes.
And if
Ah,
we
yes,
have
yes.
some time, then we can move this
Yeah.
with
How
Power
far we
Query
can
also.
go? We can go that far. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So I'm sharing the screen. I think faculty, you are coming out of this cloud now. So now we are entering into the different uh, region, like data analysis using Power BI. So can I know that you are seeing my screen, right?
Yes, Narendra, it is
Yeah.
visible to me.
Yeah. So now we are going for Power BI. So the Power BI, like why we are going for Power BI? See, so till now we are in cloud environment where we are doing some data related operations in IDF, some machine learning things. We are running some algorithms. We are cleaning the data. Everything we are doing in machine learning. So like the same things we can do in other tools also. So one such famous tool is can you tell me what is that thing we are missing in the data cleaning, like data analysis? So let us consider the term like data analysis. So you are having a raw data. So the raw data is having so much information about any business. Let us consider I got one raw data, very bulk data I'm having. So this bulk data is representing a company. So the company's information is there inside the raw data, but I cannot directly read the particular information, okay, using the raw data. So I need to do some refining operations. I need to do some refining operations on the raw data so that I can able to get some insights. So I can say insights, or I can say some conclusions out of this. So if I want to get some insights from the raw data, I need to do some data related operations. Okay, these are the data related operations. So if I want to do the data related operations, I need one tool. Okay. That tool is just nothing but Power BI. We have in market, we are having so many tools which are used for data analysis. Like, can you tell me what are the tools which we are having in the market to do the data analysis? Can anyone tell? What are the tools we are having in the market for doing data analysis? Can anyone tell me? So we are having Python. Okay, so Python we are having, like Azure we are having SQL, we are having SQL, we are having Excel, and similar way we are having some Power BI. Like Power BI we are having, Tableau we are having, ClickSense we are having. Okay, all these softwares are there. So there is a fundamental difference between this set of tools and with these set of tools. So here, if you see, using Python, we can do the analysis. We can do the cleaning. We can analyze, and we can able to find the insights using Python, Azure, SQL, Excel. But the only one part is missing here. So if my manager who is running my business, maybe my CEO or CFO, asking, is a non-technical person. He is a non-technical person, so he know how to run the business, but he is not having any technical knowledge. But he need to know what is happening inside the business using the raw data. So then what we are doing is, so these Python, Excel, Azure, SQL, all these are for technical people. So they can understand very easily just by looking at the text data, what is happening inside after doing some analysis. But my business people are non-technical, so they can understand by seeing only the visualizations. So for non-technical people, how can I make them to understand? So I can use some visuals or some pictures or some graphs, and I can present the visuals to that non-technical people, and they can ask some questions, and then I will modify the visuals, and then I can present so that the non-technical people also can aware that what is happening inside my business. Okay, so that is nothing but if I want to do analysis using some visuals, so these tools are not sufficient. Maybe Excel, you are having some pivot charts are there, a little visualization we can do, but we know that Excel is not suitable for our case. And Python is also used for visualization, like Matplotlib is there, one library is there, Seaborn is there. Okay, using the libraries, we can go for visualization, but the visualization is limited. So many types of visuals are not present in Python and Excel. Okay, that is the reason why there is a gap, for like a huge gap is there for visualizing our text to data. So which tool is filling this particular gap means, so these are the tools which are filling the gap. So Power BI, Tableau, and ClickSense. Out of this many tools, visualization tool, so I'm just removing this ClickSense. So this is a very small tool. Market share is very small. So let us consider like a in the market we are having two tools. These tools like Power BI and Tableau, which are occupying 90% of the market share for data analysis using visualization. So in these two tools also, the Power BI is having more prominence. The Power BI is getting more importance than Tableau. So a few years back, like Tableau is dominating, but the Tableau was taken sold to that Salesforce, and the Salesforce is concentrating its projects in only US. So that is the reason why Tableau is getting low priority in these days, and now Power BI is getting more prominence. So if it is possible for me, I can show you like in the Google Trends also. Just I'm typing Google Trends. So just go Google and type the two tools here. So just open Google Trends. So like you can type here Power BI. This is the thing I want to know. So this is Microsoft Power BI software. While it is loading, can you go to this WhatsApp, and in the WhatsApp I placed one link. Okay, and you can see the same link in the chat also. So this is the link which is to be used to download the software, the Power BI desktop software. This Power BI desktop software is for free. So what are the activities which in the real time we are doing? All 90% activities we can do using this free software. So just I'll show you that how to download. Just I'm just closing this. Okay, it is loading still. So now click on this link. Just click on this link. It is directing you to Microsoft web page. So this is the Microsoft page, and here you can scroll down. So here you can see Power BI desktop software. So you can keep it English, and then you can click on download. So when you click on this download, so we are having this exe files. We have two exe files. So this exe file for 32-bit operating system, and this is for 64-bit operating system. So we might have used 64-bit operating system. So then you can select this Power BI x64.exe, and then you can click on this download. That's it. So automatically this Power BI desktop software is going to download here in your laptop. So after downloading, you can install. So just double click on the exe file, next, and so on. Finally finish. It is as similar to that. So just meanwhile you go and download the software. I'll explain how to compare the two softwares, Microsoft Power BI software with Tableau. So see here that this is only for Microsoft Power BI. I'm using Google Trends, and I'm identifying the trend of this Power BI, Microsoft Power BI. So let us see the trend here. You can see the trend here. It is it is growing. The demand is growing, and here I can go for the time stamping. So I am looking for Power BI market in India past day. So now I'm changing these things like past 5 years. I'm changing the time stamping for last 5 years, but not in India, but worldwide. So across all the countries, worldwide. You can see here now Microsoft Power BI. I'm seeing the Google Trends from worldwide for the last 5 years. You can see here, it is populating the results, and you can see here. So you can clearly see it is growing drastically. So it is growing drastically. You can see here from starting around 2018 to 2023, you can see the slope is increasing. So that means here the interest on this Power BI for data analysis is getting more and more every day and every year. Okay. Now I want to compare this Microsoft Power BI with other software, the competitor to Microsoft Power BI, that is Tableau. So just I'm clicking on this Tableau. I'm just entering Tableau. So Tableau software. Now Microsoft Power BI is in blue color, Tableau is in orange color. So you can see the comparison between these two softwares worldwide and for the last 5 years. So you can see here the orange color is for Tableau software, and the blue color is for Power BI. So that means it is clearly evident. It is clearly evident that the Power BI, Microsoft Power BI, is dominating in the market. So this is the most powerful data visualization tool in the market for the time being. Okay. So it is getting initially it is Tableau is dominating. After that, it is the Microsoft Power BI is dominating. You can see. So this is one reason why we are Microsoft Power BI, not other softwares. This is one reason. The second reason is also there, like so you can go for like quadrants here. I think who will like which consultancy is predicting or which technology is going to dominate? What are the algorithms which are going to be dominate? So anybody can tell which consultancy which is having these predictions for the coming futures in IT industry. So you can go for the IT future predictions also for data visualization. Then you can able to see that also. For the time being, just keep in mind that so Power BI is going to lead the market. So that is the reason why we are learning the Power BI. So I think meanwhile you have downloaded. So anybody can share your screen so that I can guide you to install the Power BI software also. So meanwhile, I'm sending one file in the WhatsApp group so that you can download and we can use that same file for data cleaning using Power BI also. Okay. Let me go for one file. Employee data is there. So this is very good data set for understanding the data cleaning using Power BI. So you can download this employee underscore data dot xlsx Excel file, and then we can use it for data cleaning using Power BI. So can I know how many of you downloaded the software? Hello. Can you able to download the software? Yeah, installed. Nice. Ocular Anima done. So after downloading, please install the software. Open the software. So I'm just opening the software here. So this is my software. So this is my interface window, the first interface window for my Power BI desktop window. Okay, now just this is a welcome window. You can close it. And this should be the window for everyone. So this is the first interface window for Power BI. So on the left hand side and the right hand side, you can see here on the right hand side, you're having three panes. One is filters pane, the second one is visualizations pane, and the third one is data pane. So you can see on the right side. In the data pane, in this data pane only we are keeping the data, actual data, the raw data. Okay, and then this data can be visualized using some of the charts. So here 30 plus charts are there. So out of these 30 plus charts, we can use 27 charts for free. So you can use it for free. So we are using these free charts for visualizing the raw data present in data pane. And here we have another window like filters pane is there. In this filters pane, we can filter the visuals. Suppose say if the data is very complex in any of the visual, because the non-technical people cannot understand the huge data. So then that particular visual which is having huge data will be filtered to have simple data. So that we can do using filters window. Okay. Now coming to the left hand side, we have three buttons here on the left hand side. So that is one is report view, and second one is table view, and the third one is model view. So in the report view, just nothing. If you are clicking on the report view, you are getting whatever you are seeing, that is nothing but the report view, where you can prepare some reports. Report is just nothing but some visual. Okay, report is just nothing but one of the chart or collection of the charts, that is called report. Now when you are clicking on the table, so you can see the actual inside, how many rows are there, how many columns are there, how the data is present in the table. So that is you can see in table view. Suppose if you are having in your business, you are having multiple tables, like 100 tables you are having. So because all the 100 tables are speaking about the single business, there will be some relation between one table to the other table. So if you want to see the relation between one table to the other table, then we need to click on model view. If you click on this model view, so you can able to see all the tables present here, all the tables present here, all these boxes are nothing but the tables, and you can see the lines, some lines are there connecting between the two tables. So this is called relations. So we can have some we can build some relations in model view in two ways. One is manual automated way, and the second one is in the manual way. Manually also we can go and identify some relationships between two different tables. So in the automated way, suppose say I'm having table 1 and I'm having table 2. So in these two tables, I need not say anything that these two tables are related. If am having like employee ID in first table, under the same name employee ID is there in the second table, automatically Power BI itself will recognize the relation between the two tables. Okay. So by having these two ID names, like if the same name is there, if the column names are same between the two tables, automatically some relation will be existing, and it is Power BI is automatically establishing the relation between the two tables. That is called automated way of creating the relation. So otherwise, suppose say I'm having in the table 1, I'm having the column name as EMP ID1. In the table 2, I'm having the column name as EMP ID2. So we know that these two are same. These two are same, but Power BI doesn't recognize these two names as same. So then we need to manually establish a relation between this table 1 and this table 2 basing on this common column. So that is called as manual way of creating some relationships. Okay. So after knowing this, how can you see the relationships in Power BI means just click on this model view. Okay. For the time being, I'm going for the report view. And now I can add some data to Power BI. So you can see here the data pane is completely empty. It is not having any data here. So now I want to add some data to this Power BI. So you can call this as, this process is called as importing. So importing means adding some data. We are adding some data to Power BI. So this is called importing. So now the next doubt comes from which how many types of data it can handle. So we are having in Power BI, we are having different types of data sources. We have different types of data sources. So now the different data sources are like the data may be present in Excel, may be present in CSV, may be present in JSON form, may be present in XML form, may be present in web form, or any other form like folder form, any other form. So like these many different forms of data are there. So all these data can be integrated to Power BI through a process called as importing. So in present, so the Power BI desktop can be used to integrate with different types of data sources. The number of different data sources it can integrate with is 80 plus different data sources. Okay, you can see here, I'll show you how many types of data sources are there. Coming to the Power BI basic interface window. So there is in the home tab, if you are having a get data, just click on this get data. And these are the different data sources a Power BI can be integrated with. I can operate the Power BI on these types of data. So if you want to see all the different data sources, click on more, just click on this more. So it will list out all the different data sources on which the Power BI can operate. So see here, I'm just scrolling down. So Excel is there, CSV is there, XML is there, JSON is there, PDF is there. Even cloud is also there. Whatever till now we are learned from cloud, all the data which is there in the cloud, I can integrate to Power BI also. So you can see here. So different data sources are there. So all these data sources are having its own data, and I can use the particular data and I can analyze the data. I can finally visualize the data. So almost 80% different sources are there. Now my expectation is I want to go for Excel type data source. and just select this Excel data source and click on this connect. So now it is asking where my Excel file is located. So I can directly guide. So you can download the Excel file which is there in the WhatsApp, and you can navigate to the file. So for me, I'm going for data cleaning tab, and then this is my employee underscore data. So this is my Excel file. So before importing, we need to understand that what is the type of data source. If it is a Excel, or it is a CSV, or it is PDF, whatever. So you need to understand that. Accordingly, you select the option. Accordingly, go and select the option. So then go and browse for your source file, and then it is asking like a navigator window will be coming as interface window, and it is asking employee underscore data Excel file is, this is the name of the Excel workbook. In this Excel workbook, you might be knowing we may have multiple worksheets. Maybe one worksheet you are having, maybe hundreds of worksheets you are having. So it is asking which worksheet I need to load into Power BI. Okay, so let us see here. I'm having only one worksheet under employee underscore data workbook. Employee underscore data is my workbook name. In this workbook, I'm having only one worksheet. Maybe in the real time, you are having hundreds of worksheets. So you need to select which worksheet you need to work on. So for that, just click on the name of the worksheet. My worksheet name is EMP underscore data. EMP underscore data. So now this is the preview of the data. So you can scroll up or scroll down. You can see the data present in this table. Okay, so you can see here. So many columns are there, so many rows are there. If you ensure that this is the particular data which on which I need to work on, so there are two options. So you can select this data in Power BI. I can select this data first. There is a checkbox appearing on the left hand of this name. So just select on this. So if you are selecting this particular checkbox, so then this EMP underscore data worksheet is selected, and on the selected data, you can do two operations like load and transform. So you can remember that in Power BI, so we are having two windows. One window is Power BI desktop window, and the second window is Power Query Editor window. Power Query Editor window. So these are the two main windows in Power BI software. So in Power BI editor window, the Power BI editor window, defining all the data related operations. We are doing all the data related operations like data cleaning we can do, data munging we can do, data transformation operations we can do. Any sort of operations we can define on Power Query editor. Once after doing so many operations on the data, once you ensure that the data is highest quality, once you ensure the data quality is 100%, if the data quality is 100%, then I can use this 100% qualitative data for the analysis. So what is the final ambition of this Power Query editor? So we are in the Power Query editor window, we are doing so many operations, maybe the operations related to data cleaning, splitting the data, or data munging, data transformation. All these operations we are doing to ensure the data is 100% qualitative. Now I am using this 100% qualitative data for the analysis. Where we are doing the analysis? In this Power BI desktop, we are doing the analysis part. So if the data quality is not 100%, if the data quality is not 100%, then the final insights from this analysis. So what is the purpose of analysis? We are finding some insights from the raw data, insights from the raw data. So if the data quality is not so good, then the insights will be erroneous. So that is the reason why we need to ensure the data quality is 100%. So we can ensure this data quality in Power Query editor by doing so many operations on the data. Once you show that the data quality is good, then you can come back to Power BI desktop window where you can do the analysis and you can identify the insights from the raw data. Then the insights can be trustworthy. Then the insights can be trustworthy. So that is how we can make the presentations. Like after getting the analysis, we are converting the final analysis into some visuals, these visuals. So now these visuals can be trustworthy because the data is trustworthy, and finally the visuals is also trustworthy. And now I am using these visuals to present to my stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? My company CEOs. Like, who are the stakeholders? Like CEO, CFO, all the business, like different module leads, okay, project leads, all these clients. We are having so many clients. Okay, so for all the people, I can able to present. So these are all non-technical people. These are very good in running the business, but they don't understand the technical part. So that is the reason why for all my stakeholders of my project, I am presenting in the form of visuals. So these visuals are getting after the proper analysis. When you are doing the analysis after proper cleaning of the data. So where you are doing the data cleaning? So in the Power Query Editor. And once ensure the data quality is 100%, then only we are doing the analysis and finally presenting before the client. And after hearing your presentation, the stakeholders will ask some questions. So you can, at the runtime only, the moment they ask the question, the same moment you can change visuals. You can change the visuals and you can answer according to their questions. So that is called dynamic way of presenting your project. So I can make your project more interactive to the stakeholders. So that we can do. So I'm making my project more interactive to my stakeholder. Whatever be the questions the stakeholder is asking, the same moment my project is responding and it is giving them the answers. So that is how we are making our project to be interactive. So this interactive part also we can do using some visuals. So I will explain you what are the visuals which we need to have for interactive way or static way. Okay, in the tomorrow's part. For the time being, so we are going for data cleaning. So like Shashwatan is there. So for that, so Shashwatan, are you there?
Yes, Narendra, I'm here.
Yeah, give 2 minutes, I'll complete. Give me 2 minutes, I'll complete.
No,
okay,
no worry.
2 minutes.
No worry.
Yeah. So now we know that two windows are there, right? So in the two windows, suppose if you are clicking on load, if you're clicking on the load, this particular data will be directly loading onto the Power BI desktop. If I'm clicking on the transform data, so my data, this particular data will be loading on the Power Query Editor window. Now, please tell me which option I need to select, load or transform. These are the two options available for this particular data. I already told Power BI desktop is the region or is the place where we are doing the analysis. Once the data is 100% qualitative. And transform data, if you are clicking the transform the data, it is going to Power Query Editor where you can do the operations. Now tell me which option I need to select here. Any faculty member, please guide me. Load or transform? Hello. Hello. Any faculty member?
Wakula ma'am has given answer. Transform data.
Okay. So I'm going for the transform data. Yes. So always keep in mind that whenever you are seeing the data for the first time, then we are not sure that the data quality is 100%. So that is the reason why we are clicking on transform data, because in the transform data, we can do the operation. Even the data is not having quality. So we are doing some operation to ensure data is 100% qualitative. So that is the reason why always you select transform data. So when I'm clicking on transform data, my data, which is selected from the navigator window, will be loading into Power Query Editor window. So you can see that. So you can see on the top, the window name is Power Query Editor window. So in the Power Query Editor window, the data is present something like this. It is having so many rows and so many columns here. Okay. So the Power Query Editor. So quickly I'll show, I'll explain about this Power Query Editor window. The Power Query Editor window will be useful for data operations. The first thing. The second one is the Power Query Editor window can be divided into 5 parts. So you can see here, when I'm clicking home, so the home tab, all the related operations are highlighted here. If I'm clicking on transform, all the related operations are highlighted here, and add column, view, tools, help. So this is called as, the top portion is called as ribbon part. This is called ribbon part, where you are doing, where you can find all the operations which you can operate on the data. On the left hand side, so if you can see on the left hand side, you are having queries window. So queries window is there on the left hand side. So here the query name is emp underscore data. Initially we are calling this particular emp underscore data as a table, but here once the data enters into Power BI software, we are calling the data as query. So this data I'm calling as query. So since I'm having only one data, one table is there, I'm having only one query. In general, I'm having hundreds of queries here, and you need to select one of the query on which you are going to operate, and you are going to do some operations. So this is queries window, where all the queries are listed. On the right hand side, we are having query settings window is there. In the query settings window, every operation, whatever be the operation I'm doing on the data, every operation is recording here. Every operation is recording here. So you can see all the, I'll show you that recording operation in the like coming class. So every operation which we are doing on the data will be recorded here. And this is like between left and right hand side, in between you are having some data. This is called preview window. So this is called as preview window, which is exactly situated between left and right hand side. So this is the fourth part. And the fifth part is the last row. So we can see here 8 columns, 909, 999 plus rows are there. So this last line is called as status bar. This is called as status bar. So that means here the Power Query Editor window is having 5 parts, like ribbon part, queries, query settings window, data preview, and then status bar. So once we know these different parts of the Power Query Editor, we'll try to define some operations on this particular data. I think tomorrow we will discuss it.